What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Prediction Show. Burn Factory here is predicting UFC 288, Henry Cejudo versus Aljamain Sterling, and also the co-main event, Gilbert Burns versus Belal Muhammad.
Yes, sir. I'm super excited for these fights, man. This card has really came together after a few fights had fell out. But man, Priest, let's get into these predictions.
Let's do it.
In the co-main event, you have Belal Muhammad taking on Gilbert Burns. Gilbert Burns is a minus 125 favorite. Who do you got in this fight, Priest?
I'm rocking with Gilbert Burns. I think activity is a huge thing that's going to happen in this fight. Belal hasn't fought since October of 2022 where he fought Sean Brady and beat him. Gilbert is on pace to fight 5 fights this year. Dude's fought in January, April, and now going to be in May. Man, how could you not rock with Gilbert Burns? So I have him, but Belal Muhammad has a chin. And at first, whenever I was doing my predictions, I was thinking Gilbert might knock him out. But I was rewatching Belal Muhammad's fights. Dude has a chin. And I think, well, kind of like how I said, I thought Gilbert was going to knock him out. But I think it might go to a decision, or I think Gilbert might submit Belal Muhammad. So, anyways, I'm rocking with Gilbert Burns.
Yeah, Gilbert Burns, man, he's on a tear right now. But there's one thing that I saw from Gilbert Burns and from Belal that could both be bad. Starting with Gilbert Burns, it's the cardio, man. I mean, you saw it in the Chimaev fight. He kind of tapered off and really was digging deep in the third round and was very tired. You saw a little bit in the Jorge fight. The third round, he was getting a little gassed. And man, Belal Muhammad does not get tired. He does not. Since training with Khabib, he has switched his game plan. He used to fight on the outside, would circle, wait for his time. But now, man, he is walking forward. He gassed out Sean Brady, which ultimately helped him win. So if Belal Muhammad can put the pace on Gilbert early, he's got a chance to win this fight. But also for Gilbert Burns, that I think he could really exploit for Belal Muhammad, is when Belal Muhammad fought Sean Brady, he lunges his punches. He does. When he throws a jab and he throws the right behind it, he lunges. And it opens up that left hook for Sean Brady and that left hook for Gilbert Burns now. And Sean Brady cracked him multiple times with that left hook as Belal entered. And so if Gilbert did his homework and he watched his film, I think he saw that, because I definitely saw that. I know Priest has seen that. And I think if he can really exploit that left hook as Belal enters in, it's going to be a long night for Belal Muhammad.
Yes, I agree. So who do you have?
I'm taking Gilbert Burns. I don't think he's going to finish him. I think it's going to go all 3 rounds, but I'm taking Gilbert Burns.
Yeah, I have Gilbert Burns. I don't know how. Maybe a decision or a submission. Like how I said earlier, I don't think he's going to knock him out because Belal has a huge chin. But anyways, I'm rocking with Gilbert Burns.
All right, so me and Priest are 1 for 1 now.
1 for 1.
Let's see if it happens at the end too. Moving on to the main event of the evening, you have Triple C Henry Cejudo making his return to the octagon after a 3-year layoff, taking on the champ in Aljamain Sterling. Henry Cejudo is actually the favorite in this fight. Very slim, very slim. He's a minus 115 favorite. Priest, give me your thoughts on the main event.
I'm just going to kick it off like this. Henry Cejudo is an Olympic gold medal champion. Just think about that. Think about that. Henry Cejudo is an Olympic gold medal champion in wrestling. And that's huge. The Olympic Games are huge. That is literally the best of the best of the best of the best. And it's kind of funny because I was thinking about this fight is Aljo shouldn't even be the champion. If you look back in their first fight with Jan was absolutely dominating the fight until he made a little error where his coaches told him to knee, and he kneed him. And after that, Sterling became the champion, and has been on a 2-fight title defense streak, beating TJ Dillashaw, beating Jan again. But one thing surprised me in that second fight with Jan is Aljo gasses out. Look at rounds 4 and 5. Look at 4 and 5. Aljo completely gassed out. And with Henry Cejudo's high IQ of fighting, he's going to pick up on it. Just like how he did with Dominic Cruz. Dominic Cruz and Aljamain Sterling are the same exact fighter. They both do their lateral movements, and they both switch stances. And I think everyone is overlooking Henry Cejudo's leg kicks. Dude absolutely dominated Dominic Cruz with the leg kicks. So I think that's a big factor in this fight is the leg kicks. So I'm rocking Henry Cejudo.
Henry Cejudo, yeah. His IQ is very high. And I also think a lot of that comes with him coaching recently. He's coached John Jones. He coached Zhang Weili. He coached Davison Figueiredo. He's coaching Paulo Costa. Demetrius Johnson as well. His ability to coach and to step back and be outside of the octagon has really made his IQ a lot better, I think. But I also think there's one more thing that you even missed that I think is going to be a huge factor is his ability to learn within a fight. If you look back to the Demetrius Johnson first fight, Henry Cejudo had his first loss in MMA in that fight, and it was because Demetrius Johnson got him into a Muay Thai clinch, and he landed a big knee to the body, which sent Cejudo down to the canvas, and ultimately Demetrius Johnson finished him on the ground, which resulted in the loss. But ever since that moment, I think that's a burn moment for Henry Cejudo, is he has become one of the best Muay Thai clinchers in the entire UFC, and no one talks about it. If you look at the Marlon Moraes fight, Henry Cejudo had a tough first round. He was getting beat up, and the size and the pace was getting to him, but he started getting him in the Muay Thai clinches. He was landing good knees to the body that really took the energy away from Marlon Moraes and ultimately helped Cejudo win. And I think when Aljo doesn't get that first takedown, he resorts to the clinch. He resorts to getting double underhooks or an over underhook, and I think that's a bad mistake for Aljo. If he clinches with Henry Cejudo, I think Henry Cejudo is going to have a field day with the knees, and I think it's going to be bad news for Aljo. And there's also one more thing that I think Aljo does bad that's going to help Henry Cejudo is he always dips his head. Every single time he shoots for a takedown, he dips his head to the right, and he shoots for the takedown. That's going to open the knee. You saw it in the Dominic Cruz fight. Henry Cejudo set up that knee because he knew after every time Dominic Cruz threw, he slipped back to the right, and that knee is going to be there. So I think there's two ways Henry's going to win. I think he's going to lull him, and I think Aljo's going to get tired, and the third, fourth, and fifth rounds are going to be Henry's rounds. But I also could see him landing a huge knee that sends Aljo out. Aljo has a big weight cut, man. So let's see how that chin holds up as well. But I'm rocking with Priest. I think Henry Cejudo's got it. I think his IQ is on a whole nother level. I think mentally he's refreshed. He's back to loving the game. And I think he's going to win it.
Stay tuned to find out. I cannot wait.
I'm excited, man.
We are also going, by the way, to Newark, New Jersey for these fights. So we cannot wait. And stay tuned for the recap show.
That's going to do it for the prediction show. Like Pre said, we are going. So stay tuned to all of our social medias, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. There's going to be a lot of content there. We're going to be there the entire week. So we're super excited. But like always, like, comment, and subscribe. And follow us at the Burn Factory Podcast. And we'll see you guys for the recap show.
See ya.
This is the Burn Factory.